Ooh, is that a good enough? That's creaking. Does this disturb your psychology enough for you to stop scrolling? Send help. Okay, so I'm in this. I've already recorded multiple videos. We're going with it and flowing with it because I've been a little stuck, which is always great because when you're stuck, the clarity is about to come in. It's just like being patient with the stuckness. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking explode. Explode with creative ideas, and they're gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be in the form of 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 mood boards. I don't even know what I want to say first, really. I made a guide for Lúnasa, which is really wonderful, and I'm very excited about it for Lúnasa season, which goes until, and now time is a gradient, seasons are gradients, not a light switch. So Lúnasa season goes until the autumn equinox, which is September 22nd. I'm like, what? So that's the third week of September. And everyone's talking about they're spelling August and October together. October. I'm like, no, no, no. I spent my whole life in that. And I am not doing that anymore. No more. It's not October. It's not October. August is still summer. Most of September is still summer. And until I started attuning my life to the wheel of the year, I I mean, I just didn't know there was another way to live. Like when I was in, the corporate world, I didn't know. We don't know. We're not like taught this in school. So none of us know. I mean, some of us know, but a lot of us don't know. Okay. I'm like, oh my God, if I had like a grandmother that was like, come to me, you Celtic little Welsh fairy, here's the wheel of the year. I've been like, oh shit, what? What is this magical thing? It's so magical. I think one of the most magical parts of it is like how is trying to say like so much is how much time you actually get back because we're not jumping immediately forward to the next season when we're not even through the season. Summer begins the third week of June, and we have until the third week of September. That is summer, the season of radiance is what it's called in Hollyland. And it's so much longer than we're led to believe all seasons are. And when we actually slow down and witness, literally, that's all it is. It's just like micro moments every day to witness more. And you do a little bit every day, like, all of it. Enchantment, magical enchantment. The best thing to do is just go on a walk. Very best way to start is going on walks without any electronics and just noticing. Because the more and more and more you go out into nature without something distracting you, the universe is going to speak through nature to you, right to you, and through other things like license plates and yard signs and decals on cars or a lot of other things. But when we go out into the world without so many distractions, it speaks back to us so loudly because it has been all along. We've just had our fucking heads buried in phones and laptops and work and, you know, all of the things. All the small things. And it really is that simple. Like so much of it is literally just that simple. And I'm telling myself that after having, I'm feeling a little tantrumy, you know, like I'm feeling like, and yes, it's on the way. She's on the way. She's ready to take me away in her sea of glorious red blood. Can't believe I'm saying this. Yes, I can. But I am just like, it's also eclipse season. But I think so much of, I've just had a lot of pent up creative energy. And as I've learned, and I'm learning always how to let that flow through me. And a lot of times I believe that it's flowing through me through like actual creative materials, which a lot of it is. But I have to fucking stop. I'll just keep going. And I'm like, why am I making yet another designed thing of mantras that I still haven't done anything with? Because I use all of them. That's why they don't go anywhere, because everything's tested before it's ever released into the wild. And sometimes I got to go in testing phase. And that's just where it is. Like everybody on the internet, it's like, let's bypass the build. Like, isn't that the best part? Also, saying that directly to myself, because it really is. It really is. And I've had so many changes. I've changed so many things, evolved in so many ways after over these last few years. I left my corporate career back in 2021. So and then some things happened for a few years, and then I went through my big wake, and that was 3 years ago, and now we're here. So it's a very sped up timeline of Holly in Hollyland. When I started to implement each season and each holiday gateway portal into my life, like one at a time, I started with Yule because my name's Holly. And I went around the wheel. But I was really, the first year, it was more the solstices and the equinoxes. And then over, time, I added in another layer and then another layer and another layer. Um, yeah, it's been, I have been aware of all of this for 3 years now. Not about, it's 3 years. And fully practicing the last couple years. And every single season is just so full of magic and wonder and, yes, frustration and annoyances and what the fucks, of course. But living on and within the wheel and just simply being more present in our seasons and knowing that winter is for resting and renewal and sleeping and snacking. Like, we're not supposed to be in peak production in the middle of winter. Like, what the fuck? January 1st is hardly through the Yule Gateway. And we're starting over, and we're starting these lists and all of these things that we have to do, or we're not good enough or not worthy. And you start to decondition yourself, and you're like, okay, well, this is still giving me fucking anxiety because it's society's, but how do I start stepping that backwards. And it's celebrating other holidays for one. Like, how do we I don't celebrate the new year at January 1. Just a date now, right? And of course, drink champagne, wear a fucking hat, whatever you want to do. Wear a fucking hat, light fireworks. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. I broke my TV on New Year's. It's all so fucking symbolic. I burnt food and broke my TV on New Year's. I was like, I fucking hate this shit. And it's always a sign because nature is like, stop moving. Anyways, we have just, at January 1, we've just gone through Yule and the winter solstice. So we're just now settling in for winter, and Pope Gregory and his fucking 1500s calendar comes along and he's like, you must, player one, ready player one, you must begin again on January 1st. It's bullshit. It's a lie. So here in Hollyland, in my brain, we start our year at Ostara and the spring equinox, which is about the third week of March. So, and that's when the earth and nature all around us is starting to bloom. So, why wouldn't we time up our lives and our businesses around that? Especially, I'm going to talk about business here for a minute because one of the reasons that I started on the Wheel of the Year, started on the Wheel of the Year was because I didn't know what my Hollyland quarters were. I'm like, I know Procter and Gamble's and Kroger's, but in Cintas, like, I'm in Cincinnati, if you can't tell. I know these, their fiscals and quarters and everything, but what do I attune to? Like, how do I create? Like, what's my cycle now? How do I do production? When's my creation time, realm, this tapping in with sort? Like, when is all of that? And it's laid out on the Wheel of the Year and other things like our directions, which it's all connected. It's all our directions, our elements, our seasons. It's all a perfect, beautiful, multi-layered, magical cake of loveliness and whimsy. The Wheel of the Year helped me so much. I mean, dare I say, saved my life in a lot of ways. When I went through just like complete breakdown and burnout and was starting Hollyland from, a wild vision off into the horizon line. So exciting. I have no idea where I was going with that. It's because God doesn't want me to talk about it. Attuning to the wheel, attuning to nature, attuning to what the earth is doing outside our window, and using that, especially as a fucking permission slip to just like slow down and rest and be. Like, why do we have to, like, you can just be. You can just like be in your being, and that's enough for the day or for the week or for the month or the year or whatever it is. Like, just being. Like, just being. The battery on my phone is looking a little low, so I'm going to use that as my signal. Plus, I have to pee. I'm going to use that as my signal that this is the end of this message. But thank you so much for being here. I will link the guide, the Lúnasa guide, and also the Wheel of the Year page on my website, which is called The Witch's Way. And yeah, that's all for now. Go lightly with love.